What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of the coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with week 2 of the KCDL. The oh my gosh, I cannot get my words out today. I don't know what the heck is going on with me. But yeah, we're coming at you today with week 2 of the KCDL King's Crown Draft League, and today we are taking on Blakey, coach of the Squirtle squad. Oh my gosh, why can't I get my words out? But yeah, Blakey has a pretty rather threatening team. His team consists of Mewtwo, Iron Valiant, Meowscarada, the Pecharunt, Fortress, Terra Keldeo, Electros, the Sandaconda, and Terra Crocosaurus. Personally, I'm expecting the top 3 to come. Mewtwo, well, the first 5. I'm expecting the Mewtwo, the what do you call this thing? The Iron Valiant, the Meowscarada, the Pecharunt. Actually, I expect the first 6. So Mewtwo, Iron Valiant, Meowscarada, Pecharunt, Fortress, Keldeo, Mewtwo, Iron Valiant, and Meowscarada are just too offensively threatening to leave at home, in my opinion. Pecharunt's a good like wall for like my physical mons. Fortress is his only form of hazard removal. Granted, we really only have Grout. I mean, we have Groudon and Screamtail, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't want us to like be just setting hazards, in case of like focus actions and stuff like that. And I feel like between his Terra captains, he would probably bring Terra Keldeo over Terra Crocosaurus because my team doesn't really have a whole like. I mean, my team has setup, but it's not like. But it doesn't need the setup. You know what I'm saying? That's typically what, unaware mons are for. So I don't think Crocosaurus comes. I guess Electros could maybe come because it is good for like an AV Electros could be good for like the Raging Bolt or the Walking Wake. But yeah, Crocosaurus and Sandaconda, I at least expect those 2 to stay at home, and then any combination of the first 7 I see coming. So to combat this team, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring Ruby the Groudon, who's going to be rocking there, because, they're genderless. Their Heat Rock, drop for the ability, obviously. 236 HP, 112 attack, 160 Spadef, Adamant Nature with Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Heat Crash, and Crunch. So the Spadef investment is just so we don't get obliterated by Mewtwo, if it's not boosted. And same for the Iron Valiant. We should always live a Flower Trick from Meowscarada, and we should always live a Triple Axle as well. We have Earthquake to hit anything we can hit with Earthquake. If it's neutral, it's probably going to do a lot of damage. We have Heavy Slam because it one-shots the Iron Valiant. It's a pretty big threat considering I have, double Dragon. So if we can get rid of that, good. Heat Crash one-shots Meowscarada, which is good. And then we have Crunch primarily for the Mewtwo, just so we can put it in range of, like, our priority. Because Mewtwo is a pretty threatening Pokemon. But yeah, that is Ruby. So pretty much anything we can touch with Earthquake, we're going to hit them. If Electros comes, we'll obviously just Heat Crash it. That's like the best move we have for it. And then Fortress obviously gets obliterated. You guys get the idea. Next on the team roster is the one, the only Bad Hair Day, the Screamtail, who's rocking their leftovers. Protosynthesis for the ability. 252 HP, 4 defense, 252 Spadef, Calm Nature with Psychic Noise, Wish, Baton Pass, and Thunder Wave. So Thunder Wave is so we can, if we have a chance to paralyze Mewtwo or Iron Valiant or even the Meowscarada, that would be great. We have Wish, Baton Pass, so we can keep certain team members healthy. And then we have, last but not least, we have Psychic Noise, primarily for the Pecharunt, so the thing can't just recover. Because of the Spadef and the fact that we get a Spadef boost in the sun, that thing is more or less not touching us. And then Psychic Noise also gives us a way to hit the Iron Valiant. However, I have to acknowledge, if Iron Valiant wants to hit us super effectively, it would have to use like Poison Jab or something. But so the Spadef investment doesn't really help with that. But Screamtail is still a bulky guy or girl, whatever you want to be. But yeah, next on the team roster is our Terra captain for the week, the one, the only Raiden, the Raging Bolt, who is rocking their leftovers. Protosynthesis for the ability. Terra Electric, 228 HP, 252 defense, 8 special attack, 20 speed. Modest Nature with Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, Thunderclap, Calm Mind. We're running enough speed, if I'm not mistaken. I did not want to be slower than I want to say it's the Sandaconda, in case it does actually decide to show its face. In case they're running a little bit of speed to outspeed us, because at the end of the day, Sandaconda could, in theory, wall us. Maybe. But anyway, we're running Modest Nature with Thunderbolt, Dragon Pulse, Thunderclap, Calm Mind, Dragon Pulse, because, well, we're running a Calm Mining set, so Since we are already getting a special attack boost in the sun, Dragon Pulse can kind of feel like a Draco. Anything we can touch with it, we're going to touch with it, but our primary moves we see ourselves touching using our Thunderbolt and Thunderclap. If we can ship the Mewtwo down, we can easily put it in range of a Terra Electric Thunderclap. And then in general, Thunderclap just goes crazy. Outside of Meowscarada and Sandaconda, well, I guess the Electros, my opponent has no real switch-ins to our electric moves. So if we go +1, anything that's not named Mewtwo probably gets obliterated by a Thunderclap or a Thunderbolt. In the sun, Dragon Pulse should kill Meowscarada, which is why we're not running Draco, because there's really no need. And even if Electros and Sandaconda come, we can still do a considerable amount of damage to them with that move. Especially if we Calm Mind once, and then we have, leftovers to stay healthy. But yeah, that is right. And next on the team roster is my other dragon, the one, the only Destroyer, the Walking Wake, who's rocking his Roselli Berry, Photosynthesis for the ability, 244 special attack, 12 speed F, 252 speed, so the standard stuff. Hydro Steam, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Flip Turn Flamethrower in Sun, obviously, just one shot the Meowscarada, which thankfully we don't have to click Draco. Draco, we can, we'll probably, wherever looking, depending on the situation, we might want to drop a Draco, because Keldeo does resist Hydro Steam and Flamethrower, so, dropping a Draco on that thing, doing a considerable amount of damage would be great. And then everything else we can just Hydro Steam. We have Roselli Berry because a booster speed Iron Valiant would outspeed us in the sun, so just so we don't die to that, we can take a hit and then just kill it with Hydro Steam, and then we have Flip Turn for pivoting purposes. Yeah, that's Destroyer, the Walking Wake. Next on the team roster, coming off the bench for the first time this season, granted it's only game 2, it's the one, the only Revavroom, who I don't have a nickname for because a friend of mine gave me a shiny Revavroom, so obviously if I were to nickname it now, it's stuck with that name. So until I'm absolutely sure what I want to name it, I'm gonna just, keep it as Revavroom for the time being. But anyway, Revavroom, he's rocking his Muscle Band this week, Filter for the ability, 252 attack, 24 speed F, 232 speed, Adamant Nature with Gunk Shot, High Horsepower, Temper Flare, and Shift Gear. If we can set up a Shift Gear in the sun, Temper Flare will just obliterate Fortress. High Horsepower is for the, honestly, oh yeah, the Pecharunt. I had to think for a moment. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, the Pecharunt. Pretty much everything else on the team outside of Sandaconda, we can just drop a Gunk Shot on. If we go +1, Gunk Shot does a lot of damage to the Mewtwo. Meowscarada and Iron Valiant obviously just die to a Gunk Shot, and after a Shift Gear, we should be faster than both of them. Unless, of course, the, I can't remember if we outspeed a speed boosted Iron Valiant or not, but I mean, regardless, Iron Valiant shouldn't be able to one-shot us with anything from full health. And then obviously Shift Gear is our setup move, so pretty much a move to hit everything and then keep it pushing. But yeah, that's Revavroom. The Muscle Band is so we don't have to, I don't like, that's the way because we don't really need to be Life Orb. Muscle Band +1 is good enough for the most part. But yeah, next on the team roster, last but not least, you guys know this guy was coming. It's the one, the only Carrot the Cinderace, who's rocking his heavy duty boots, Libero for the ability, 252 attack, 24 defense, 232 speed, Jolly Nature with Powerball, Sucker Punch, U-turn, and Court Change. We can pretty much just, I don't expect Crocolore, so we can just Powerball literally on everything. We don't two-shot Keldeo or anything like that, but Keldeo does not appreciate switching into a Powerball in the sun. We have Sucker Punch, so we can priority from Mewtwo. Just Mewtwo, honestly. U-turn for pivoting, and then we have Court Change, so in case my opponent brings hazards, we can just give them right back, because Fortress gets a lot of hazards. So if Fortress sets hazards, we're going to give them literally right back to my opponent. But yeah, guys, that's the team. Not really much more needs to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Blakey. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with Blakey, also known as Blakey from the Discord server. So let's see. He brought obviously Mewtwo, Iron Valiant. So there's no Meowscarada. He brought Sandaconda. Okay. Hold up. What am I missing here? He brought Sandaconda. Pecharunt, Keldeo, so the only thing we got wrong was the Meowscarada over the Sandaconda, but that's all good. So we're going to lead off with our I guess we just leave Groudon and take it from there. So there's no... I mean, he could maybe set hazards with Fortress? Not Fortress, Sandaconda, but hey, we'll see. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, though. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. So he's gonna lead off with... He's leading off with the Sandaconda. So... I mean... This thing is bulky as I don't know what, isn't it? We could just go hard and... I mean, do we just go hard Walking Wake here? I mean, is there a reason not to? Is there a reason not to? Well... What could he possibly do to us? Earthquake... Can you glare a ground type? I don't think you can... Wait, let me look that up real quick. Can you glare a ground type? There is so much going on in my background, so hopefully it's not too loud. So glare can paralyze ground type Pokemon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go into Scream Tail here and just Baton Pass out. We're going to go into Scream Tail and just Baton Pass out. I'm not going to bother trying to hit this thing with a move because, I mean, I just know what it is, bro. I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just not. I'm absolutely not. So what do you go for? The glare? Thought so. So what we're going to do here now is just, but I would imagine we're slower than this thing now, so we're going to Baton Pass out. I would imagine we're slower, so I'm going to Baton Pass out into Walking Wake. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to Baton Pass out into Walking Wake. Because I don't, and then, I mean, because the only thing he could maybe do is have, like, an AV. I'm assuming Electros is probably AV, which would make a lot of sense. But I think if Electros comes out, we just, we're going to go into Wake anyway. We're going to go into Wake. See, what's crazy? We could have actually ran Specs this week, maybe, on Wake, but it is what it is. We needed that berry. Okay, so we're gonna get the jump on something. Black Sabot. Who the heck is that? That's you. Of course. Of course, guys, of course. So we're going to Baton Pass. I think we still Baton Pass, bro. Like, Malignant Chain can suck, but I think we still Baton Pass. And then I think we... Oh, okay. We eat that. Alright, let's get the heck up out of here. And we're going to go into... Do we just go into Groudon and Earthquake, or do we go into... I don't want to let you get poisoned. So, do we just go into you? Because thing is, we could... Okay, let me think about this for a moment. Let me think about this for a moment. If we go into you and just fire off a raw... Like, we can either go into you and fire off a raw EQ, or we can go into you and start setting up. Malignant Chain could suck. Malignant Chain could really suck. I could also just go into you. I'm gonna just go into you. Because we can preserve you later on. But I'm just going to you, and I'm about to just... I'm a Hydro Steam here. I don't think you want to stay in and take a potential Choice Specs Draco. I can't remember if that kills this thing or not. I'm pretty sure it gets awfully close though, so let's see what he decides to do. I feel like if Electros is indeed like AV or SPDF to any degree, he's going to go into it now, I would imagine. Yeah, let's see. Wait, what's he gonna do? Maybe I should have T-Waved this thing first, and then baton passed out. But then it would have been faster. It would have been a slow pivot. Like it wouldn't have been the slow pivot that I typically prefer. So, what is my opponent? See, he's over there thinking. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out here. I imagine you switch out here. Oh, okay. Parting shot, maybe? Don't poison us. 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 Ah, couldn't get that lucky. It's all good. That happened. It's all good. We're just gonna drop a Draco. Actually, no, we're gonna Hydro Steam again because, well, it kills you. Let's just Hydro Steam again. Now, Sandaconda could be annoying later on to kill, but I mean, hey. I'm pretty sure we just keep this guy around long enough. I'm pretty sure we just need one clean hit on you and it's wraps. Dang, I actually could have afforded maybe to run Terra, like, you know, Poison or Steel on the Raging Bolt. Listen here, Walking Wake, you have one job in the whole, like in this whole world. Like, if you want your paycheck this week, there's one thing I need you to do, and that's not get confused this turn. If you want your paycheck, I'm willing to pay you the good bucks. If you want your, who's this? Oh boy, you're about to. Boy, you better hope we get Boy, you better hope we get confused. Oh, that's your Patuki. That's your Patuki. Get out of here. I don't know what he thought I was gonna do, but get out of here. So that's okay. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Because here's the thing: Walking Wake's only job this game was to kill that thing. I swear, Walking Wake's only job this game was to kill that thing. And now that you're dead, Walking Wake, listen, well, okay, let's see what happens. We gotta pay attention to, ooh, I just thought about something. Maybe we no longer live the, I'm not 100% sure if we still live a, I don't think we live a hit from Iron Valiant anymore. Wait, who's this? It's not Iron Valiant, it's this guy. Okay. We're gonna go back out into Screamtail. And we're gonna try to T-Wave this thing. If they Nasty Plot, that could stink, but at the same time, I don't think you want to just... Alright. They did that. They did that. Let's so this is gonna get real challenging real quick. So let's baton pass out into, wait, did we just actually, no, I'm not about to risk it on us not actually. So we're just gonna go hard into yeah, y'all get the idea. Ruby, set the sun back up, and then we're gonna switch back out into Screamtail and try to baton pack, because I'm pretty sure they're packing the energy ball. Pretty sure they're packing energy ball. And we're just gonna go, actually, what I think I might do. Okay, hear me out. What I think I might do, actually, is just, we gotta break this sub, and then get him up out of here. But at the same time, do you really just sit here and let us attack you? I don't think you do. But what could really stink is if they... So they have Flamethrower. Okay. You have Flamethrower. I think what we do is just baton pass out into the, we're gonna baton pass out into Walking Wake. Oh, he's not gonna give me a chance to do it. Okay. So Mewtwo is gonna claim that kill. This is very, very scary. So we're gonna go into Walking Wake and just break this thing sub at the cost of our life. But it has to be done. It has to be done. And then I'm gonna just start trying to hit the freaking, ooh, we're gonna lose a lot of pieces just to kill this thing. But it can't be helped. So we're gonna Hydro Steam here. You gotta break that. We have to break that sub. We have absolutely got to break that sub. So we're gonna lose our Walking Wake here. Earth Power. I would like to say that absolutely mattered, but maybe not. Ooh. Okay. So, wait. Actually, if all you have is Earth Power and Flamethrower, I think we can just... Hold up, let's crunch. Well, what's gonna do more damage? Crunch will do more damage. Let's just crunch. I want to say we can take one hit. Could I be astronomically wrong? Absolutely, but at the same time, Ruby, does your how well does your defensive integrity hold up? How well does your defensive integrity hold up? Not well enough. Are you freaking... That's the luck, bro. That's so lucky. Like, if this still does... Like, that's so lucky. We could have at least done half. We could have done half. We could have done half. That's so freaking lucky, dude. That is so lucky. That is so lucky. Get that... Of course. Of course. Of course. I'm not meant to do great. I'm not. I'm just not. Of course. Of course he does that. Of course he does that. Of course he does, guys. Of course. Of course he does. Of course. Like, okay. You can get all the... Bro, people in their luck, dude. People in their luck. People in their unadulterated luck. Of course my opponent gets lucky enough to do that. Of course. Of course they do. Of course. Of course. I'm pretty sure we do half, at least. And then you're at least in range of Raging Bolt, who I'm pretty confident does... Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Now's the time to just try this. That is bullcrap. That is complete bullcrap. I'm pretty sure you would have been put in range. And now we're going to just lose to this thing because of a lucky... We're probably going to lose to this thing because of a lucky burn. Like, nothing about that is cool. Like, nothing at all. Like, a lucky burn. A lucky burn. A lucky freaking burn. I'm pretty confident you'd be in range of a... Now, what it really depends on is, do we die to this? If we die to this, then it really doesn't matter. If we die to an Earth Power right now, it really doesn't matter. But, bro, that was a lucky burn. Really lucky burn. Really lucky. Really, really lucky. Bro, we get 5-0'd by this thing. I can't just... Well, actually, no. You two get all 6 kills, that's how it goes. But, I definitely can't respect it. Because you would be in a range... Okay, now do we... Please don't die. Fuck! Ooh, that was tough. I should have just thunderclapped. But I thought he might sub again. It was a 50-50. We should have just subbed again. And not sub, we should have just thunderclapped. Bro, that was a 50-50. It's a 50-50. It is what it is. Now watch this. Now watch this. He's gonna sub this time. Just watch. Just watch. He's gonna sub this time. He's gonna sub. He's gonna absolutely sub this time. I can already see it. The writing's on the wall. He's gonna sub this time. Just watch, everybody. Watch. He's gonna sub. He's going to sub. He's going to sub. Just watch. Because here's the thing: if I would have gotten the full hit on with Groudon, this wouldn't have been a 50-50. You would have been low enough that it's like, okay, if you sub and we break it, now you can't sub again. The Thunderclap would have been a lot easier play to make. And I watch it fail. Oh. But watch him also lift it. Watch him just kill us. Anyway. Bro, this isn't... Bro. If you can't tell, I'm not entertained with this game at all. Like, absolutely not. Like, it's just... Like, no. That one burn made such a big difference. That one burn made such a big difference. Like, come on, dude. It's like... Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm just over it. I'm over it. We have to shift gear anyway. We're gonna die. I'm over it. GG's. Thank you for tuning in. You've been doing sorry. Please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.